Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all think so, don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the room for collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. That delay, race, snatch. Straight facts, got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine, jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Babe, back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all think so, don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum, always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is Bilal Powell. Ooh, the juke. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On first down, McCown. Complete outright to Curse. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwan, and he stopped immediately there. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
McCown throwing on second. Throwing deep for Stewart. This is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. And that one results in 35 yards. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Into the red zone now. It's McCown. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's complete, right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. The pile, and he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Get set. Double tight, guys, double tight. Everyone's got 4 down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Bilal Powell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Leonard Williams in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. The first carry down for Dalvin Cook. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
He's going to rifle one deep left. And guys, man, complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Foles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career. You're saying that's going into the trophy case? I'd put it there. Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum. Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point. Meanwhile, McCown's pass nearly intercepted as it winds up falling incomplete. McCown incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. McCown will try again on 2nd down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. But they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now they'll run it on the toss, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril. Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They do go for it. It's McCown. And he's got a noon one. A solid pickup of 5 and 8. Throwing on first is McCown. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. McCown now on 1st down. Hauled in by Anderson. Anderson left side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Again, they'll throw with McCown. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Foles. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Avery Williamson there to make the stop. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Yeah, let's go. Tonight. Great. Easy.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Foles. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Here we go. Water.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Wright's got it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways. You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jordan Jenkins, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Receiver.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it left side. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about.
Dude, you need to talk to your boy, All-Star, man. All-Star, whatever his name is.
With 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
That's why he's going on. He's got the Jets. He's over here going on 4th down on, and he's like 4th and 5. He's going on his side of the field.
Now back to throw. Complete to Wright. Touchdown.
No, I'm playing.
Kendall Wright in the final seconds.
Yeah, I'm playing him right now.
Half. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've
seen. I told him twice, but he's still want to keep on doing it. So I'm still running. I'm running the play over and over again that he can't stop.
Into the lockers here. Forbath, the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
So I just
now
scored
the return,
on his
Rashad Green. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They start the drive with a give to Powell. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's McCown. It's caught on the left side by Curse. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. On first down, McCown. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
McCown throwing on second. Over the middle, complete. That's Anderson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Yeah.
From the gun, it's McCown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
You win your game today?
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game.
Oh, you ain't playing nobody yet?
But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Oh, you got that thing going too? Oh, it's somebody else.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Here we go, here we go.
Yeah.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Let's go. Go with 5-3. Go with 5-3.
I think it's Church Boys, I think. I'm not sure.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Here's Foles. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Tempo, tempo, tempo.
to throw now on first down. And that's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Throw left side on target to Thielen. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass straight in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust.
Can we motion people while we playing too?
The 6-yard
like normal motion?
line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Be alert, be alert.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And McCown's throw there, incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. McCown will try again on 2nd down. Off the screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
What is your boys running the same plays over and over again now?
And that'll make it 3rd and 13. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, McCown. And this is blind by Pryor. That one goes for 24 yards. McCown now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now McCown, eluding the pressure right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
McCown now on 1st down. Going up top. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. McCown incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. McCown hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen.
Come on.
That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Here's McCown to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Anderson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and goal. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Shotgun here for McCown. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 13.
They start the drive with Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
Let's go!
They run again on first down. Cook. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now Foles. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
I think we kicked out that dude Memphis.
Here we go, let's go. Hey, sound one.
No, he's still playing. He's still playing. He's on the lead.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside.
So fourth quarter, if I'm winning, I can't go for it, right?
The face of the team and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
What? Oh, dude.
A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is all 30 yards downfield out there at play.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Jets on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this.
All right, man. I'll talk to you
Only people
later.
who believe are right.
Later, man.
here, and they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss, and they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
What's that on that beat?
Addicted to balling, I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends. I pull up in my pants, flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money. I see how it feels to be rich. I live by the beach now, that's how I should live. Since I was a toddler, I knew that I would become this. I cannot move slow, that's a big no. Gotta chase this money, bankroll after big bankroll. I must get this money, I must get this money. I must get this money, get this money, get this money. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends.
Got 100, I need bands. Now look at my dance. What is my jam? Run and get you that bands. Turning that party up. Used to have a my Nautica. You know the money be calling up. Friend, I'm tryna all of ya. Talking about he ballin', watch this. Started let me too quick. Went to Oakland with a few. Took 'em all you break. Dip. Yeah. Imagine what I paid for the rollie. Still from the police. 24 carats on my Kobe. Yeah. That for the homies.
I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends.
Hey, what's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, the rest. Hey, I got that chicken to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm calling the guap. Who gave you the voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that chicken to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault.